Hi guys, welcome back to another Daily Tarot card. These are your Daily Tarot cards for Wednesday, December 14th, 2022. Today we're pulling from the Queenie Black Stitchery Witchery Tarot cards. She's on all social media platforms. She has an Etsy shop pocket full of posies. She has everything. The first thing I fell in love with her was her dolls. And then I got into like pins, stickers, bags, pillowcases, not pillowcases, but pillow cushion covers, but she actually sells them all put together. Um, Paintings, like acrylic paintings, beautiful acrylic paintings. Like she's just so talented and gifted and the sweetest person you could ever meet. Honestly, she has a heart of gold. So we're gonna start off with the Empress, and these are all hand like drawn by her. This is all hand. She drew every single card. Like she's just a fantastic artist. So starting with the Empress this time of year, this is exactly what we are. We're gift from the planet of Venus, so we're seeing things that mean a lot. Like we think of that person, we're like, oh, I'm gonna buy that for them. So ruled by Venus. This is a gift of abundance. This is a rebirth in our life. This is they're saying positive manifestation. Like truthfully, today is 12/12, so that portal is open. And the fact that the Empress is here, and it's just like I feel like, whatever you want out of life, you give to yourself. Like, I always tell people, like, don't worry about buying me anything because it's just like, if I want something, I'll go buy it. You know what I mean? Like, I got spoiled, by the universe, I feel, because I sat there and it's just like, I have this great vacuum. I feel bad for talking bad about it because it's like been the best vacuum for like as long as it has been. But I got this Pet Pro one. Oh my God. I could not believe how clean my carpets are. I'm just like, what in the flying. Yes, Sonny. He's playing tug of war. Don't mind him. So it's just like, that's exactly where we are at this time of the year is the Empress. But I also feel like for a lot of us, it's like that beginning, with the a brand new start of January. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's like you could always have that brand new start anytime that you wish and desire. But I just feel like, this positive energy around it where it's just like, we're patiently waiting for something to come in here. And an Empress is just like, good things are coming. Just be patient. Love, generosity, beauty, power, sexuality, creativity, home, protection. Love in your life, nurturing, happiness, comfort, pleasure, abundance, learning, wealth, harmony, creative growth, health. And I feel like, it's also a reminder, you know what I mean, of what you have in your life. We're talking about changing our perspective here with the Hangman in reverse. It's like nothing is restricting us anymore because the blinders are taken off. It's thinking with your higher self. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, I know exactly where I am in life. I know exactly what has been blessed in my life. When you're aware of the things, like especially with us, like, it'll be 6 years in February since Shane has transformed. And it's just like where we were, like I always say, like, everybody does this. When you move from long distances, you get rid of like everything. You know what I mean? And it's just like that's what we did. We got rid of everything. Tables, Shane's desk, chair, everything. It's like we got rid of everything we could and took what we could. Like, I had a $2,000, it's not even the value of it, but it was a really nice like Asian themed bedroom set. And I donated that because I wanted to bring Shane's baby dresser because it was been in the family for so many generations. You know what I mean? It was both my children's dresser. It was Shane's baby dresser. That means more to me than that. You know what I mean? So it's just like you sit there and, this is where I feel like the Empress does. She sacrifices for others, and I feel like that's where the universe sees those things. That you sit there and, just to think about the beginning of the year when we got Sunny, you know what I mean? Like we adopted him and it's just like, the universe blessed us in so many ways. You know what I mean? It was just like, not only did he bless our family with this owner that was getting rid of the dogs, but she also she's a breeder. So she also blessed another family with one of her with a female dog. So we were really very lucky that that we have these beautiful little babies in our life. So it's just like, even though and the thing is it's like days around where Shane had passed away that we got Sunny. And it's just like, I feel like it's like, the unconditional love, even though he's transformed, it's like they blessed us with him around that date that he passed. And it's just like, yeah, it's sadness and it's not a really, fond memory of ours at all. You know, it's one of the most traumatic memories we have. And it's just like, you know, they bring this beautiful little baby in. So it's just like, you know, it's what we make of it. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's where the hangman comes in. It's like, and I feel like that's what we're waiting for when we're impatiently waiting for things. It's like we're changing our perspective. They're waiting for us to reach this, you know, me and my girlfriend were just talking about this. They're waiting for us to get to this certain point, you know, where we need to grow up or just to educate ourselves at a higher level where we can handle the next step. We think we're ready for it. We think we can handle the next thing, but can we really? You know, like with myself, when I moved out here, you know, still in shock, still in denial. And it's just like, you know, okay, let's handle, you know, we'll bring babysitting into our life. Okay. Puts me in a routine, you know, brings that love and laughter into the home. Kids have kids to play with, you know, preoccupies their mind. You know, it brought in a lot of positivity. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's bring tarot cards in. You know, she could be a healer. You know, I've always been that person that people turn to for advice, you know, a shoulder to cry on. I'm very reliable. So the fact that this came into my life is no shock. You know, this has been a part of my life since I was very young. So it's just like I finally just accepted it and allowed it into my life, you know? And it's like doing the both of them. And now I have this other thing that, you know, that brings in stability into our home and healing. Healing is my passion. Like, you know, and anytime I get into talking about it, it's like I can go on for hours about it. It's just, you know, I love it. It's part of me. It's ingrained in me, you know. Going outside, I love my phone because it captures the stars and it captures the moon. And it's just, you know, just the beautiful, I don't know, man. And photography's always been a part of me. You know, my sister as well. My sister took a really good course where she actually learned how to develop the film. And I was just like, ooh, that is something I would love to like get into. You know what I mean? Like I really loved that. When she would come home and show the picture she developed, I was just like, that's what it's like those moody pictures too, you know, where she would like do like the black and gray scales and just like these really cool you know, industrial areas and stuff like that. It was just like, wow. Like she really captured the mood there, you know? So it's something that I'm not sure if my brother got into photography or not, but it's just something you can get into. So the hangman, surrender. This is where this comes in. With the 4 of Cups, it's like we're impatiently looking at the 3 cups we have. But, you know, with abundance and the 10 of Cups, and with the 4 of Wands here, it's just like something's coming in here that will affect the home. And it's just like we're impatiently waiting. And that's where, you know, this hangman is like, well, you got to sit there and realize like, okay, maybe I'm not ready for that to come into my life. Or so other things need to happen with no harm to none, you know. But we're waiting for things to come in. So spiritual insight, healing from the roots, withdrawal, restriction, setting boundaries, transformation, transition, change, new perspective. You know, a new perspective in life. It's just like, you know, we are exactly where we need to be right now for things to come into our life or for those lessons to be learned. It is what it is. So the 4 of Needles, which is the 4 of Wands, I always get the shears and the needles mixed up. So we talk about the 4 of Wands celebrating around the home, engagement and marriages. We see a couple that just got married. They have the wreaths around their head. They're the victor wearing the wreath. So they talk about going on vacation, buying a new home, moving to a new home, leaving from vacation, going, all these beautiful positive things. But it's regarding around the home. So we have Hanukkah starts next week, earlier in the week, and then you have Christmas on that weekend. So a lot of celebrations. Celebration, harmony, peace, sanctuary, holiday, success, successfulness, completion, gathering, party, rejoice, freedom. You know, freedom from the everyday life, freedom from, you know, thinking about, you know, what's going on right now. It's freedom to sit there and enjoy everything as it is. So we go to the 4 of Cups, and this is where I'm saying, like, dissatisfaction. Because we're not seeing what's going on around us. The Empress is letting us know you have a lot to be grateful for. You have unconditional love in your life. You're in a great position, you know? We just need to think with our higher self here. And this is where it's like, we're seeing that, you know? I may not have, you know, these things that I'm manifesting, but does not mean that they may not come in my life. It's like, if you want it, continue putting it on your vision board, you know? 4 of Wands. It's like celebrations regarding, like, look, what are we looking forward to? All the kids are looking forward to Christmas. Doesn't matter how old or young you are. I'm looking forward to Christmas. I'm looking forward to Hanukkah. You know what I mean? Like, for me, Hanukkah is a spiritual thing, but we also make wishes on there. You know what I mean? So it's like a great day for manifestation, you know? But with the Four of Cups, it's like something is coming in. So, like, raise your head. Stop looking down and put your head up. Look, what is it? The cards tell us long ago? Get outside and look up at the sun. Get outside and look for the moon. It's like, look up. Quit looking down at the ground. Look up. Put your head up. Let the world see you, you know? Boredom, disconnect, desperation, funk, change, dissatisfaction, stagnation, lack of gratitude, emotional immaturity, resting, change, resisting change. So I feel like that's where they're saying, like, you know, with Empress, it's like there's new beginning is coming, there's rebirth in your life, abundance is coming. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, even though you feel like that right now, and it kind of gets like that, especially if you're missing someone this time of year, you kind of get into that energy. But it's like, you know what? You know, like I just mentioned, and I didn't even realize that until now. Just saying it out loud is like, we got Sunny right around Shane's passing date. You know what I mean? So it's just like our transforming date, I like to say. But it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, that energy is just like, you know, even though this happened, it's like, look at this beautiful energy that came around it. You know what I mean? With me, it was just like 6 months after my father passed away, I met Shane. Me and Shane started talking on a more deeper level. You know, we ended up having children. You know, and I still felt it around Easter. I would feel a certain way, but it's just like, as universe reminded me and my dad, it's just like, you know what? Ain't about you. It's about the kids. You know, it's their Easter. If you're sitting there sad and crying, the kids are going to feel that. So it's just like, you know, put a fake smile on your face and get through it. And you know, it's just like to see the kids happy and searching for eggs, and, you know, they would wake up and put their bunny ears on, like, because I'll put the baskets at the foot of their bed, and they would sit there and put their bunny ears on, and, you know what I mean? Like, now they're older. You know, I really do miss it when they were younger, but it's just like, you know what I mean? Now they're older, and it's like we can do, you know, enjoy different activities. You know what I mean? So the Ten of Cups, you know, unconditional love. And I feel like that's what they're telling you. Everything that your heart's desires is about to happen. You know, they talk about unconditional love, happy couple, happy children. You know, they show a dog. They show a happy home. They show the stable stream running beside the home. You know what I mean? I feel like it's just like everything your heart's desires is about to come in. You know, or you already are enjoying those things. You know, like the spirit was reminding you of the couple that had 4 kids, they had 3 dogs. You know, yeah, it's not the most idealistic family, but to them, that's their family. And they're just like, you know, their landlord turned around, sold the home from underneath them, and it's like they had nowhere to go. They were, I think by the time I came across the post, they were homeless for 2 months. You know what I mean? And it's just like, it's heartbreaking. You know, I sit there and I'm like, oh, how come I haven't moved there yet? Because the rent is so freaking much. Inflated, like, ridiculous. When I moved here, you could rent a whole house for $600. Now, you're lucky if you could get it for under $2,000. You know? And it's the same old houses. It's not a brand new build. You know? Some of them are freaking ancient, you know? And you got to put some TLC into it, you know? And you're doing your landlord's work. You know? So it's just like, you know, I feel like the biggest reminder about this is like, it's who surrounds your Christmas tree or whatever Hanukkah or Kwanzaa. It's like whatever celebration you're celebrating. It's like, it's the people that are there and present, not the presents you get, the gifts you get, or money or whatever. It's the people. You know what I mean? Like, even like this person that's in my life, I love him like a brother. And it's just like, he sent me the most sweet, endearing, like, that to me is priceless. Like, I will always hold that dear to my heart. Anytime that I feel like garbage, I'm going to read that because, you know, he didn't have to write those words. You know what I mean? He doesn't even have to have me a part of his life, you know, and his children's life, you know, and he allows me to watch his whole family grow and change and transform, you know, and I just feel honored for that. But the fact that he wrote this note to me, and I'm just like, wow, like, you know, for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm appreciated. You know what I mean? And it's just like, he didn't even have to write those things. He didn't have to write that, you know, but it's just like, those are the things that should mean something to you. I will take that as a badge and honor for the rest of my life that, you know, he said those things, you know, like, you know, beautiful. So contentment, love, fulfillment. So contentment. And that's what I feel like, that's what that 4 of Cups is trying to tell you. You should be not like a contempt, like you don't want to grow from where you are, but I feel like it's like you have everything your heart desires is always already around you. Yes, we understand you want to keep growing and betterment your life. It will come there. When the time is right, it will come there. And I definitely see that as like, going from where I was almost 6 years ago to now, you know what I mean? We donated all our Christmas tree, our Christmas ornaments, everything. You know what I mean? So to where we are now, the house is I'm like, should I put up Hanukkah decorations? I already have so much stuff up. Like you can see the one there. It's just like, oh my gosh. It's like the house is just like, it's like it's vomiting Christmas and Hanukkah. So contentment, love, fulfillment, bliss, deep affection, comfort, joy, happy coven, family, peace, happiness. And I feel like it's like everything your heart desires is already a part of you. I feel like you're transforming. If this time of year is reflective. You know what I mean? We're heading into a new moon. You know what I mean? So this time is a time of reflection. You know what I mean? So it's just like, if we would actually, even just like I said, I didn't even realize the time that we got Sunny was right around the time we lost Shane. It's just like that pain will be useful someday. And it has been useful to me. As a healer, I'm able to speak through that. You know what I mean? God forbid. It's just like, I hope and pray that all the, the people that are healers don't have to go through all these, crap in their life that, that they makes them that much more of a dedicated healer. But it's just like, when you go through it, you have more of a place of empathy. You have a place of knowledge. You know what I mean? So it's just like, maybe I'm just that type of person that needs to learn hard lessons. I don't know. To be appreciative. I have no idea. But it's just like, appreciate what you got. More things are coming, like they're showing with the 10 of chalices. It's just like, make your own unconditional love in your life. If life isn't what you want it to be, work hard for it. You will get there, and that's what they've shown me over the years. When I moved out when I was 22, I got to a great place. When me and Shane started to where we ended up, it's like we worked really hard to get there. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I will get there again. I'm determined. And that one gentleman that came in to put the rayon machine said that to me. He couldn't find someone. I was determined. I found him someone. And I even told the electrician when they came in, I said, you know what? He wants to put this all across New Brunswick. I said, if you two really get along, I said, this could be really good for you. And she's like, yeah, I know. He was telling me. I'm like, okay, great. She came in. I swear to you, she was 10 minutes. She's a freaking miracle worker, man. She just went, bap, 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 done. I'm like, that's the kind of person he needs in his corner. It's a hard worker, So it's just like, when you're determined enough, you will get the things you want in life. It may not happen in the way we all wanted quick, right? Because we're used to Google. We're used to everything quick. Instant gratification. But the good things are worth waiting for. Those things will come in. Just need to be a little bit more patient and understanding that like even myself, I didn't even realize that, how like that we got Sunny right around when Shane passed away. Just until today. Maybe I've said it before and I just didn't really resonate with me. Now I'm just like, wow. He means a lot to us. He's a good boy. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Wednesday, December 14th, 2022. May the universe bless you good. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card.